Amidst the fog-covered peaks of ancient Japan, there lived a young monk named Ren. Despite years of dedicated study, Ren felt a gnawing emptiness, a sense that true wisdom still eluded him. But there was more to Ren's quest than mere curiosity. A painful experience from his past drove him to seek answers. Several months earlier, Ren had befriended a fellow monk named Kenji. Excited by their budding friendship and eager to forge a deeper connection, Ren had opened up completely to Kenji, sharing his deepest insecurities, his most ambitious plans, and even intimate details about his family. He thought that by being completely open, he would create an unbreakable bond. However, Ren's openness backfired. Kenji, overwhelmed by the sudden intimacy, began to distance himself. Worse still, Ren soon discovered that Kenji had shared some of his private revelations with others in the monastery. Ren's insecurities became subjects of whispered conversations, and his ambitious plans were met with skepticism and even sabotage from jealous peers. Devastated by this betrayal and the consequences of his oversharing, Ren withdrew into himself. He realized that his eagerness to connect had left him vulnerable, and he became determined to learn the delicate art of balancing openness with discretion. It was this painful experience that led Ren to seek out the legendary Zen master, Takeshi, known for his profound insights and enigmatic teachings. Ren hoped that Master Takeshi could teach him what to keep private, how to protect himself while still forming meaningful connections. One crisp autumn morning, Ren decided it was time to embark on his journey. After days of arduous travel, he finally reached the remote temple where Master Takeshi resided. The old master sat in quiet meditation beneath a gnarled cherry tree, its leaves a vibrant tapestry of red and gold. Ren approached cautiously, bowing deeply before the revered teacher. "Master Takeshi," Ren began, his voice tinged with both respect and urgency, "I have journeyed far to seek your wisdom. In this world of constant sharing and connection, what are the things we must keep to ourselves? What secrets should we guard most closely?" Master Takeshi opened his eyes slowly, a faint smile playing at the corners of his mouth. He gestured for Ren to sit beside him on the cool stone bench. "Ah, young one," the master began, his voice as soft as the rustling leaves above. "I sense that your question comes from a place of pain and learned caution. You have discovered the hard way that not everything should be shared freely. You ask a question of great importance. In our modern world, where every thought and action is shared for all to see, there are indeed 7 things that one should never reveal. Listen closely, for these teachings may shape the course of your life and protect you from future hurt." Ren leaned in, his ears attuned to every word, as Master Takeshi began to unveil the 7 forbidden things. "First," the master said, raising one weathered finger, "never share the depths of your insecurities. Each of us carries doubts and fears, but to reveal them indiscriminately is to invite others to exploit your vulnerabilities. Instead, confront these insecurities in the quiet of your own heart, or share them only with those you trust implicitly." Ren nodded, feeling the weight of this wisdom settle upon him, remembering how his shared insecurities had become fodder for monastery gossip. "Second," Master Takeshi continued, "guard the true extent of your abilities. In this world of constant competition, there is great power in being underestimated. Let your actions speak louder than your words, and allow others to discover your talents organically. This way, you maintain the element of surprise and protect yourself from unnecessary rivalry." The young monk's eyes widened as he contemplated the strategic advantage of such discretion, thinking of how his openly shared ambitions had invited opposition. "Third," the master's voice grew softer, compelling Ren to lean in even closer, "never reveal the full extent of your knowledge. True wisdom lies not in displaying all that you know, but in discerning when to speak and when to remain silent. By keeping some knowledge to yourself, you maintain a reservoir of insight that can be drawn upon when truly needed." A cool breeze rustled through the cherry tree, as if nature itself was affirming the master's words. "Fourth," Master Takeshi said, his eyes twinkling with a hint of mischief, "keep your future plans shrouded in mystery. When you broadcast your intentions to the world, you invite interference and competition. Instead, nurture your ambitions in private, allowing them to take root and grow strong before exposing them to the harsh light of public scrutiny. Ren found himself nodding vigorously, seeing the wisdom in this approach and regretting how openly he had shared his plans with Kenji. Fifth, the master continued, his tone growing more serious. Never share the intimate details of your relationships. The bonds between friends, family, and lovers are sacred. To discuss them casually is to diminish their value and betray the trust of those closest to you. Honor these connections by keeping their most precious aspects private. The young monk felt a pang of guilt, remembering how he had shared personal family matters with Kenji, only to have them become subjects of idle chatter. Sixth, Master Takeshi said, his voice now barely above a whisper, guard your spiritual experiences zealously. The most profound moments of enlightenment and connection to the divine are deeply personal. To share them carelessly is to risk diluting their power or subjecting them to misunderstanding and ridicule. Keep these sacred experiences close to your heart, allowing them to guide and inspire you from within. Ren closed his eyes for a moment, recalling his own moments of spiritual awakening and feeling grateful for this advice. And finally, the master concluded, placing a gentle hand on Ren's shoulder, never reveal the full extent of your inner peace and contentment. In a world that often thrives on drama and conflict, true serenity is a rare and precious gift. By keeping your deepest sense of peace private, you create a sanctuary within yourself that cannot be disturbed by external forces. As the last words faded into the crisp mountain air, Ren felt a profound shift within himself. The 7 forbidden things seemed to resonate with a truth he had always known, but never fully understood. He saw now how his past openness had left him exposed, and how these teachings could protect him in the future. But Master, Ren asked after a moment of reflection, how can one navigate the world while keeping so much hidden? Won't this lead to isolation and mistrust? Master Takeshi smiled warmly. Ah, young one, there lies the delicate balance. These are not secrets to be hoarded out of fear or mistrust, but treasures to be protected out of wisdom and self-respect. By guarding these aspects of yourself, you create a deep well of strength and authenticity. From this well, you can then choose to share and connect with others in ways that are truly meaningful and purposeful. The master paused, allowing his words to sink in before continuing. Remember, Ren, privacy is not about building walls, but about cultivating a rich inner life from which all your outer actions can flow. By keeping these 7 things private, you develop a strong sense of self that is not swayed by the ever-changing opinions and expectations of others. Ren sat in silence, feeling as though a great mystery had been unveiled before him. The world seemed to pulse with new meaning, each interaction now holding the potential for deeper, more intentional connection. Thank you, Master Takeshi, Ren said at last, bowing deeply. I will carry these teachings with me always. I see now that my past hurt came not from sharing itself, but from sharing without discernment. As the young monk rose to leave, Master Takeshi called out one last piece of advice. And remember, Ren, the greatest wisdom often lies not in what we share, but in what we choose to keep sacred. Go forth and live with intention, always mindful of the power of privacy in a world that has forgotten its value. Ren descended the mountain, his steps light yet purposeful. He knew that his life would never be the same, transformed by the knowledge of the 7 forbidden things. As he walked, he silently vowed to honor these teachings and to share their essence, but not their entirety, with those who, like him, sought a deeper understanding of life's mysteries. And so, dear viewers, as we conclude this tale of Ren and Master Takeshi, we invite you to reflect on these 7 forbidden things in your own life. How might guarding these aspects of yourself lead to greater authenticity, strength, and peace? If you found value in this ancient wisdom, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more insights from Zen masters and other philosophical traditions. By joining our community, you'll embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, one video at a time. Remember, true wisdom often lies in what we choose not to share. Until next time, may you find balance between openness and privacy in your own life's journey.